welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica, and today I'm late. I'm so late on this. This is the Painter's Tag. It was created by Ruth. I know there was one going around a couple of years ago. I didn't do that one. I never jumped on board with that. I used to do tag videos all the time, and I kind of got away from it because I am doing so many projects. But you know, it's my girl Ruth, so I had to do this, of course. And I love the ideas, the prompts or whatever that she came up with. So I'm here, I'm doing it, and I apologize for it being late. I knew about it ahead of time. Misty told me about it and reminded me, and I forgot to put it on my schedule. And if it's not on my spreadsheet, my schedule spreadsheet, it doesn't stay in my feeble little brain because I'm a busy, busy girl. So I apologize for being late, but I'm here, I'm doing it now. And I actually had to think about some of these questions because I wasn't so sure. A lot of thinking about it. Ruth came up with 10 prompts, and then there is extra prompts. There's one courtesy of Deb and one courtesy of Dannie. They are going to be all down below. So if you want to do this tag your it. You know, like I said, there's the 10 original, and then there's 2 added on from Deb and Dannie. All right, I have a few visuals, but I don't have visuals for all categories, but let's get into this. I've watched a few already, but I tried not to watch too many because I don't want that to skew my answers. And I actually filled out my answers before I watched those other couple of videos that I did watch. All right, let's do this. Number 1, the easiest category to pan. For me, I have 2 categories that I find extremely easy to pan. First one is lip balm. Lip balm, lip gloss, I kind of use them interchangeably, but lip balm because, you know, I can just, put it in my pocket, carry it around all day. I can slap it on when I'm doing whatever. Don't have to look to see if it's smeared all over my face. It's good. I can go through some lip balms. And second is face powder because I'm an oily girl. Now my skin is under control, much better now than it used to be, but I still go through a lot of powder. I set my face. I know some people don't. I have to because I'm an oily girl. So yeah, lip balm and face powder. I'm probably equal on par for going through those at a pretty high rate of speed. All right, number 2, the hardest category to pan. Yikes. I'm going to have to go with anything self-care or extra that is not in my standard normal daily routine. This is where I have a visual, and if y'all watch my Supernatural project pan, you know what I'm talking about. It is a hand peel and neutralizer, rejuvenator, whatever. Lovely product, absolutely lovely product, but it is not part of my daily routine, and I don't really do a weekly routine. If it's not daily, then it gets forgotten. And same, I have like the Cinnamon Secrets brush cleaner. I usually just, and of course I don't have it right here with me, I have a microfiber cloth, kind of like the makeup erasers that you use to take your makeup off. I use that to clean my brushes every single day after I use them, and they do such a good job. I don't deep clean them frequently because I don't need to. And so those kind of things, they just get left behind, and well, then they don't get used up, and they're hardest for me. If it's not part of my daily routine, no matter what it is, forget about it. It's not happening. All right, moving on to number 3. A product that you flew through. I've gone through a lot of products, so I'm going to stick with this calendar year for that product. And this is one that I was really sad about flying through because I absolutely loved it. And this was the Lancome Teinte Idole. It is a foundation stick, or I should say it was. And I'm sad that I blew through it because, like, I would love to replace this. It's pricey. It is very pricey, but it's such a lovely product. And I never thought I could wear something like this because I'm an oily girl. And yeah, I love it. Best coverage ever. Never had to use concealer with it. Absolutely loved it. And I just blew through it. I'm sure other people feel that way about their cream foundations and stuff like that because they go pretty quick. All right, number 4, a product that you lost the... I'm like, wait a minute, I didn't lose a product. I lost my brain cells. A product that you lost the will, it took so long. The product that I lost my will because it took so long. Again, going to go with this calendar year because it's just easier than trying to remember my past. I have spreadsheets on all of the past, but no, nobody has time to go over that. So I'm going to go with this Maybelline Color Drama. This is, it's a lip gloss, and it's in that like tubey kind of thing. And not that I'm hating on this product specifically. I liked the product. It was very lovely to use. I liked the color, and unlike Steph Lyons, I didn't mind the scent. I know she didn't like the scent of hers. Anything that's in these kind of squeezy tube lip things, these kind of things, they take like 100 years. Seriously, there's so much product in them, and they just take forever, and it sucks the life out of you trying to finish something off in these little squeezy tubes, because you would be surprised how much is in this. You would be surprised. This one is 6.4, I think, under there, and I go through Buxom's like quick. These are 2 mils, 6.4. Huge difference. It's more than 3 times as much. Takes forever, and I'm telling you, if you want to pan lip gloss quickly, don't do the squeezy tubes. They're not your friend. Okay, let's move on to number 5, a product that you wouldn't let beat you. That would be pretty much any blue eyeshadow that's ever been in my inventory. Ever. Even worse than silvers and grays. Blue eyeshadow. I don't care if I have to franken them, eat them, whatever. They will not beat me. I will use them all, and I will beat them into submission. That is how I feel about number 5. I will not let a blue eyeshadow beat me. I won't do it. All right, moving on to number 6. This one I had to think about a lot. The easiest eyeshadow formula, mattes and shimmers. Okay, for mattes, this is the only ABH I've ever owned. It's the only ABH I will ever own. Their mattes, yeah, they go fast. They do. And I'm thankful, because that means I'm going to get this palette done in a reasonable amount of time. But ABH mattes to me are extremely powdery. I do try to, if like I get kick up on them, I try to very gently, carefully pick up anything that, you know, powdery that has happened in said pan and use it so I don't waste it. But yeah, I find that they're not very tightly packed, and it is a drier formula, so you just get a lot of kick up with that. I find anyway. And then I also found that the BH Cosmetics Carly Bible palette that I did last year, was it last year or the year before? I don't remember. I think it was last year. I found those mattes very easy to use. I didn't find them as extremely powdery as the ABH, but they just were really easy for me to use, and I felt like I really, I went through those pretty quickly. As far as the shimmers, again, ABH. I don't know what it is about their formula, not counting, what was that one, Pearl, which was just a chunky mess. I find their shimmers really easy to go through. They're easy to hit pan on, they're easy to go through, and yeah, they're not a problem. And I also have, as a secondary, because, you know, because I have a lot of eyeshadow, which they don't even make anymore. This is Coastal Scents. They're shimmers, which I absolutely love, but they're really easy to hit pan on and actually pretty easy to finish. So they are bigger pans. Like these are like 0.05, where I think these are less than 0.03, so 0.029. But I still find these pretty easy to pan in the grand scheme of things. All right, now we're going on to the hardest eyeshadow formula, mattes and shimmers. I have visuals again because I can. The hardest. All right, I don't think anyone's going to disagree with me. Too Faced. I have been saying for years, since I no longer really have much Urban Decay, that was a pretty hard one too, but Too Faced mattes are no joke. I have said that for years. They are hard packed. I just find that they're harder to hit pan in. They last a long time. So, I mean, I guess you get more, you know, value for your money because they do last a while, but they take a while. Just in case you didn't know that, they take a long while. And the other one for mattes, Bobbi Brown. The pans are flipping huge. I can't even tell you how big these pans are. I'm not going to spoil it because, you know, I haven't updated this in a bit, but yeah, the pans are deep. They're wide. There's a ton of product in them. What is this? 0.07. That's a lot of product in there. Those are hard to hit pan on, and they're hard to finish. I have yet to finish one, but we're working on it. We are definitely working hard on that. As far as shimmers, both of them are from ColourPop. Super Shocks are so hard to pan. They take forever. I enjoy them. I know they're kind of a love-or-hate thing, but I enjoy Super Shocks, but they are hard to pan. I've seen people do it, but you don't see these empty as much as you see stuff like this or this empty. It just doesn't happen as much. And the other one, also from ColourPop, is the Jelly Much. Again, love or hate it, I absolutely adore Jelly Much shadows. They're one of my favorite. They do dry out quickly. They are very easy to revive, but they take forever. There's a lot of product in here. You don't need a lot because these go on like super sheer, but you can build them up, but a lot of them are toppers and you just don't need a lot. So yeah, ColourPop, Super Shock, and Jelly Much, those are probably my hardest shimmers to pan. All right, let's go on to number 8, best alternative use to pan a product faster. That's hard to pick just one because I multitask like it's my job. I guess I would start with saying using things on my nails because you only have one face and you can only put so much makeup on your face. So if you can find somewhere else to use it that's not on your face, like your fingernails, I think that's a really good alternative. Doing like your hairline, you know, like we all get those little sparse areas right here where, you know, you want to fill it in, make your hair look a little bit more full. Not that I really have that problem because I have pretty full hair. As you can see, this mass right here. But any place that you can use your products anywhere but on your face is a good use. Lotions and highlighters, that's another really good one where you can use it anywhere on your body. Highly recommend those. But again, multitasking in any way you can is a good thing. All right, number 9. Number 9, duh. Best project painting tip or trick. Again, multitasking. That is the best thing that I can say is if you can have a product like, say, a brown eyeshadow that you can use to bronze. You can use it as eyeshadow. You can use it on your eyebrows. You can use it all sorts of places. You can use lipsticks as blush on your lips. There's so many ways that you can multitask your products. There's videos. I think I've done many videos on how I multitask. Multitasking is probably my number one thing that I would say as a tip or a trick. And then my one other thing that I would have to stress besides use your makeup. If you use it one day a week, you're not getting anywhere with it. Use your makeup as frequently as you can, not wasting it, but you know, if you want to pan something one day a week, which is 4, maybe 5 times a month, depending on the way the weeks fall, is not going to get your products done. But aside from that, because that kind of is like a common sense, no-brainer kind of thing, is I find that if I really narrow my focus, I am forced, one, to multitask and to use that specific product. Like, I'm hard focusing on this palette right now, so I will multitask it some, but if I'm using this as my primary palette and then only supplementing with a few other things, this is getting a ton of use on it every month, and it's going to get done a lot quicker because, like, I'm focusing on these shadows every single day. I will use at least, but usually a lot more, one shadow every single time I put my makeup on. Sometimes 2, 3, 4 shadows, just depending on how I use them. But if I'm focused solely on this is going to get done super fast. So all I can say is multitask and narrow your focus so that you can get her done, because that's how it works. All right. Sorry, my husband was texting me and it popped up on my screen. Got a little distracted there for a second. Number 10. This is the last one that Ruth created, and then we're going to go on to our extras. What project painting has taught you? So many things. I've learned so many things about myself, my likes and my dislikes, as far as like colors, formulas, brands even. I've learned so much about myself just through painting. Like my quirks, my tendencies, stuff like that has come through just because of project painting. It's amazing what you can learn about yourself, and hopefully my camera doesn't overheat. It's kind of pretending it wants to. Also, I have learned just how important it is to have an inventory, because one, if you're trying to put your projects together, having an inventory, looking for certain things, especially for themed projects, it's a lot easier to scroll through that than flipping through your drawers and, oh yeah, this one's over there and I forgot what I had. Inventory. It is so important. It also, to go along with that inventory for your project painting, is it keeps you on track with your purchases, what you use up. Like if you have, say, someone has, like 80 blushes or something like that, they're going to look and see with that inventory, I probably shouldn't buy any more blushes, or I should focus on using up my blushes and getting those, numbers down a little bit. So I definitely think it has taught me, like I said, what I like, what I don't like. It's taught me what I have, just how long things take to finish up, all that kind of stuff. It's all very important things that painting has taught me. And it has also taught me that that this community is the best ever on YouTube, on Instagram, everything. It has definitely taught me that in all the craziness and bad stuff that we see in the world, this community is primarily good, and it's kind of like, it's like my therapy. And there's a lot of good people in this community. So I've learned that humanity is not lost in this community. All right, moving on to number 11. Hopefully this camera holds up. This one is courtesy of Deb. Item you are most proud of panning. This has to go back to last year. Sorry, I was trying to keep it in this year, but I'm so proud to have finished the Sephora Colorista palette that, that is probably like one of my proudest moments, to finish that start to finish. It took forever, but I finally did it, and I'm like so proud of that. And number 12 is courtesy of Dannie. It is favorite projects to watch. That's hard because there's so many really, really good projects out there. The first one that pops up in my head, of course, is Pan That Palette. I love watching Pan That Palettes. It's kind of cool to like watch progression on palettes. I love it. Anything with a good theme, like Deck of Panning, Child of the 80s, 50 Shades, those kinds of things. Love it. I primarily enjoy their intros most because I like to see how people really work hard to make the connections to those themes. And I enjoy that. It's a cerebral thing, I know, but I really enjoy that part of it. I love A to Z because it's a nice recurring project every year. It can get challenging, so I really appreciate that. And of course, Project Polish, because I love my Project Polish. And probably one of my favorites over the years, long before Pantastic Ladies ever existed, is like the year projects, like 22 in 2022. I've been doing it since like 08 or 09, and I've been doing them every single year, and I just love that project, and I love how much harder it gets every single year. So those are my answers for this project. I can't believe my camera has not completely overheated. The little light is flashing on it, but it's still recording, so I guess we're lucky there. Definitely go check out everyone that was in this original collab. I'm going to link them down below along with all the prompts if you want to join in. Tag You're It. I tag you to do this tag video, or you can do it on Instagram. So thank you, Ruth, for coming up with the prompts for this. Thank you, Dannie and Deb, for putting in extra prompts, and Misty, thank you for reminding me about it, because, you know, this is my brain. All right, I am going to wrap this up. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until I see you in my next video, have a beautiful day.